Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you have watched my previous video, you know that we were in Gangotri and from there we were picked up to go to Kedarnath. So this is our way to go to Kedarnath. And Kedarnath is one of the most famous pilgrimage right now because of because it is located near Himalayas, about 11,700 feet, and also because it is one of the 12 Jyotirlingas of Lord Shiva. So first they took us to the base camp. Here they told us to remove all our luggage. We were supposed to go only with just one pair of clothes because we're not supposed to carry heavy things in this helicopter. Another helicopter take us to the darshan. So from boot camp, another helicopter took us to Kedarnath, which was around. They told us that it would just take 6 minutes to reach Kedarnath. So we just took one pair of clothes. So when you are traveling, just make sure that you take lot of warm clothes because Kedarnath is super cold. You can see how the weather is. This is at around 6 o'clock. So the problem here was, according to our schedule, we were supposed to finish our darshan and go back to the base camp by this time. But since we were doing two dhams on the same day, that is Gangotri and Kedarnath on the same day, we came to Kedarnath for the darshan in the evening. So now, since we won't have any helicopters after 6, we would be here for the darshan. We were okay with it, but only problem here is that in the base camp there are a lot of hotels. So our agent had booked a hotel in the base camp. But since now we are here near the temple, there are not many temples here, and the agent who got in touch with us here in Kedarnath is taking us to the place, to the temple, and he told us that we'll have to take a hotel near the temple. So we were on our way to go to the temple and also to see the hotel. So let me tell you, the moment we saw this temple, the vibes were different. It was so beautiful. uh, I don't know, the moment you reach there, maybe because it is closer to Himalayas, you will have a very positive vibe. And this particular stone, if you all know, I'm sure it is called Bhim Shila. In the year 2013, when there were heavy floods in Kedarnath, this particular stone came down from Himalayas and it protected this temple from the floods. It is believed that the stone stood. You can see that it stands right behind the temple, and because of that, the water got diverted and there was no damage to the temple. So when you actually see the stone and when you connect it to the story, you feel blessed to be in that place. So sorry for taking the video in all different angles. To be honest, when I was there, I was actually not thinking about vlogging and all. I was just recording it because of the beauty of the place. So that's why, I have sometimes recorded it horizontally and sometimes vertically. So this was around 7 o'clock, and look at the weather. It was like early morning, and this is the place where we booked the hotel. This was quite close to the temple, and since there were not many hotels, we also didn't have choice. The hotel was very small, the room was very small, but also it was super expensive. They told us it would cost us 10,500 for night, and we had no choice but to take it because we had to keep our luggage and go for the darshan. So we took this room, and they had dinner also, but the dinner was very simple, and obviously we were also not hungry. We were eager to go see the temple. And if you all know, in Kedarnath there is also the samadhi of Adi Shankara. Adi Shankara is the most famous Indian scholar and an influential philosopher of Hinduism. Unfortunately, there was not enough light when we went to see the Samadhi. Since we were there only for that night, we had to go see it. But the pictures came out good, but the video did not come out. So I'll just show you the picture at the end. And as I said, this is the night view. At 12 o'clock, we also took a Sparsh Darshan. We paid around 6,500 for 6 people. This is an extra cost apart from the helicopter chopper, so you need to pay that from your pocket. So we took that Sparsh Darshan, and they gave us slot at 12 o'clock. But people started forming line from 10 o'clock itself, and they just said, you have to come first serve. So we just went and stood in the line, and we had our darshan at around 12 o'clock, and by the time we finished the darshan, it was around 1:30. So you can see there were a lot of people even at 12 o'clock there, and it was wonderful. I actually lost the count of the time because we were so mesmerized with the place. Look at the beauty of the place, especially behind the temple. You could see Himalayan mountains in so close range. So after the darshan, we went back and rested in our room just for 4 hours because the next day our helicopter was at around 6 a.m. in the morning. So they told us to be ready by 4:50, and we went to the helipad by 5 p.m. Sorry, 5 a.m. And from there they took us to Badrinath. So this was our stay in Kedarnath. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.